Welcome to the Rebuild Procurement Podcast. Alan, the number one procurement podcast in the world, where we dive deep into topics to keep procurement people up to date and ahead of their peers. Subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just go around, go click them all if you're enjoying this. So today, Alan, I'm gonna work on blowing your mind. You are the AI, the guy that says AI will not change things. I think I can show you that it's going to change a little bit. So I got three that we'll run through. One is going to be more general. One is specific to people doing analysis. And then the third is going to be one for people looking at jobs or how HR's job is going to get even worse. I'm Tom Finn, bringing 15 years on the client side, procurement, finance, category management experience in large and small cap orgs.
And I'm Alan Veek, a procurement geek on the sell side of our street. And I've assembled a team of superhuman procurement professionals that do manage services at a little company that we call Summit.
All right, Alan, let's hop into this. Today, I have a few things prepared. So let me ask you a question. So first, you've been using some of the AI tools, right? You've been playing around with them, the ChatGPTs. Which one has been your favorite so far?
No GPTs. I'm a Google guy by and large. I've been using Gemini, but there's a side of me that says, why am I using Gemini? I need to be on Grok. I'm a little bit more of an X, Elon Musk, Grok sort of a person. And from what I understand, Grok is trying to shape AI the best. Like ChatGPT, that whole open AI thing, the controversy around them being open source and then kind of closed source and profit driven. Yeah, that's annoying. And you saw that like they're getting into porn and all kinds of stuff. It's bad. Like their business model's falling apart, so they're looking for all the cheap ways.
Spending a lot of money though, committing a lot of money. Let's say maybe not spending, but committing.
Yeah. And Gemini, I like, but it has a few less features. I don't think that they're being as aggressively innovative on the Google side. And Google's a big behemoth, whereas I feel like Grok might be the kind of the dark horse that's coming up from behind. It got a late start, but it's running fastest. So I might start toying around with Grok.
Yeah. What's your browser of choice?
I use Brave, which is a...
Oh, you're a Brave guy.
I'm a Brave guy. Yeah. They touted a lot about kind of crypto integration and and security and safety and all those sort of good things. Because I think it's the original. Who was it who is behind Brave? It's
I don't know.
The guy who was originally behind Netscape or Firefox, and then he got booted out because it was bought by somebody who wanted to make it ruthlessly commercial. So it's kind of like the story of the WhatsApp guys became the Signal guys, right? The same founders, because Facebook bought WhatsApp and then turned it less private. Signal as a messaging platform is now touted as being the most secure, encrypted, safe, and decentralized. And I think that Brave is the same story. The founder behind it was an ex big browser guy that went commercial, and he decided let's build some safety back in the browser.
Yeah. So I mean, for the maybe for a guy that's concerned about privacy, you wouldn't be as interested in this. But you saw OpenAI? They came out with Atlas. There's also one for Windows that is Comet. Have you played around with these yet?
No.
By chance? Okay. No. So some things that might be cool, and we can kind of workshop ideas on these. I'm going to give the full screen share here, Alan. So
love it.
Hopefully I have everything closed out. But so this is one from Perplexity. So Perplexity is it's like a ChatGPT competitor. I think they use some of their models. I don't know if they're more like the front end or the back end, whatever it is. But this is built on, like, I'm a Chrome guy, which a lot of people are, and it is built on top of Chromium. So everything that you have on your Chrome, you can easily still go through the whole Google accounts. But some things that are kind of cool. For example, let's just think of something in the procurement space, like help me find a supplier in Houston, Texas, right? Something like that. Oh, actually, I want to add a little context to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
Got a few.
I want them to be a maintenance contractor for
Good.
refineries, right? A lot of refineries down in
Yeah.
Texas.
Yep.
So these, let's go through here. So it comes like lists out STI Group, Lexicon, H&M, Bowen. Don't know all of these. Oh, Universal, UPS, Universal Plant Services. Well,
Yeah.
I have this, Alan. I have this
Much.
linked up with my LinkedIn. So I signed in to LinkedIn separately. So go through LinkedIn and find me the best points of contact, whatever, at the top 3 companies. I did this before with and then it went through all of them. The thing took like 15 minutes. So
top 3. We'll just
yeah,
do top
so we'll
3.
see how quick this is. But
Now,
you'll
when you say
see,
you connected LinkedIn, what did you do?
I
Inside the
signed
browser,
in.
there was a way?
Yeah, I
Okay.
signed in just like I would when I go through Chrome. Whenever I click LinkedIn, it just pops right up with my account. So I did the same thing. It's just logged in into my account. So from there, it can just search. And I could see this being a lot of companies pay for, say, like LinkedIn Recruiter. Like this has to eat into those margins of LinkedIn Recruiter
Yep.
because basically it's just using my login, Tom's login, to then go into LinkedIn and do these searches and physically click, like physically from a web page standpoint. Like you can see, they have 3 different screens here, and it's doing its own little ChatGPT stuff on the side. Like clicking is telling you it's clicking. It's going
And
through.
do you have a Perplexity paid account, or is this all free?
I don't think anybody's paid for Perplexity. I saw this joke of like someone asking, like, who pays for Perplexity, or does everyone just have a discount code? I think everyone has a discount code. I think I shared one with you and Brandon before. It was like, hey, if you want Perplexity, I don't even know where I got it from. It was like, here's the discount code. So they're kind of free. So, um, but this comment is
So
free
we're
to download as
watching it
well.
do it on LinkedIn there. We're watching it go
Yeah. So I
through.
think I can click in here and look, it finds the
Watch.
person's like good old
Wow.
James Gobbert here. So it's doing
Yep.
all of this and actually like going through it, right? So you can see it's my LinkedIn account. Got notifications I need to click through, but it goes through and it does each of these. So we can come back to this one, Alan.
That's cool.
Yeah. So this is like this is something now it's just searching the STI group Houston and then it has all the people and is clicking in. I think you can also go through and like have things drafted. I believe you can set up your Gmail account with this. And then the
It'll go through
Perplexity
your
can help
emails.
draft emails and do things of that nature. Kind of that agentic AI that people have been talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, this is kind of what you want out of it, right? Or at
And
least
it's
people are
built into
expecting.
the browser is the
It's
idea.
built into the browser. Yeah.
And the browser is called
Browser's called Comet.
Comet.
Comet. So if you just
Very cool.
Google Comet browser, it'll pop up,
Yep.
or Perplexity
Very cool.
browser, one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's one. That's what do you think about this, Alan? What's on
That's
your AI scale
mind blowing.
from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest? Where do you rank this?
Well, as a sales guy, I'm salivating because this is what I spend a lot of my
As a
life
procurement
doing.
guy, you're just scared.
Yeah, I drive down the road, I see a truck, I'm like, I'd like to be able to sell to Fabcon. Who's
Yeah.
Fabcon? And I go into LinkedIn, but I would love to just automate it like this. This is pretty cool. I don't necessarily. I'm not afraid of having another browser. I seem to have like 3 browsers open at all times. It's just another browser, but it's a tool. Think of this as an agent. So I'm
This is an
salivating. This
agent.
is mind blown.
Yeah, help me find someone, insert company like best contact for this specific thing. Goes through,
Yes,
finds a CFO, finds a CEO, finds the procurement
that's right.
people. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. So 1 to 10, Alan. What do you think of this?
I'm going to give it a solid 9.
9. Okay. 9.2. All right. So that's the sales guy speaking. And then
Yeah.
I think it's definitely more useful for sales. Hence sales, pays for this stuff. But I think there's other aspects of this. There's the like drafting of emails and like responses and I don't have all of them. I was just thinking about this one and this is useful, but I think there's a lot of other use cases we could kind of think through. If you're going to sign into something, what could be
Yep.
searched, what could be used. I think there's a lot of
Yeah.
opportunity. All
I
right.
agree. So it's interesting because I do think this notion that when you hear people talk about agents, I've just not seen enough agents deployed to
Mm-hmm.
understand fully the power of what an agent can do. But when you hear people describe agents, you say, yes, that's where an LLM, it feels like to me, would be super useful. So watching it do this, a series of steps, kind of run the logic itself, is fantastic.
Yeah, cool. All right, so that's one. All right, the second one, these are not in any specific order. Just thinking this is kind of like general use case. I think as people start playing around with Comet and then Atlas on the Mac, there's going to be a lot more use cases that come out. Step 2 here, Alan. This is specific for folks doing analysis or doing bid tabs or even like sales proposal. Check this out. Shortcut.ai. So
Shortcut.
yeah, on shortcut.ai, I don't know if I need to log back in, but let's just see here. Think through something that someone on your team might do, or we could talk about it. Like, I need to create a bid tab for what? Help me out here, Alan.
Cost breakdown for maintenance services.
Breakdown for maintenance services. There are 3 suppliers. Whatever. I need this breakdown to be T&M focused, maybe something like that.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Let's see if here, hold up. Let me stop sharing for a sec. Let me log in.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's cool. And you opened up Shortcut AI or you added it as some
So I got it. This is actually
added.
on the Windows App Store.
Okay.
So I had heard about it. I checked it out.
Yep.
And then I found this one to be pretty cool. So let me share a screen again. All right, let's go entire screen again. All right, so it's now gonna just click. So I need to create a bid tab for cost breakdown for maintenance services. There are 3 suppliers. I need this breakdown to be T&M focused. Not the best prompt in the world.
No, it's okay.
So
this is why they say prompting is so important.
Exactly. Well, we'll see the outcome. If it doesn't work super well. So it actually asked me 4 additional questions. What labor categories do you need the T&M breakdown? So there's like standard categories, or let's do standard, like a technician, senior tech. What components should be included in the cost breakdown? Labor rates, hourly, material, or labor only. Let's do both. How would you like the suppliers organized, side by side or stacked vertically? Let's do side by side. And then do you need any additional sections? Summary comparison table. Yeah, let's do max.
I like how it gives you the multiple choice. That's helpful.
Yeah, STI, ABC, and so then it asked me about the company names, and then whatever 1, 2, 3. Let's just see how that. Let's see how it fills that out. So, so now it's just going to go through think, and on the output side, it says creating T&M bid tab structure. So maybe I'll move away from this one, Alan, and we'll come back to this, and then we'll also go back to Comet. So the third one I have is something that is probably ruining every company that has any job posted right now. And there's multiple versions of this. So actually, you see that sort of filling it out. But we'll come back to this.
That's pretty cool.
There's multiple versions of this, but the is this AI apply? Have you heard this? Heard of this?
AI apply? No.
Oh man, what a monster of something happening to like poor anybody else applying right now. I haven't used this, just to be clear. I've just heard about it in multiple places. So basically, AI apply. I'm on it's aiapply.co. They do AI resume creator, but the dangerous thing is they auto apply to jobs for you.
Yes,
so
on different job boards.
Yeah, go to different job boards, and then they'll actually apply. It says 372,000 roles applied to so far. And I mean, they have a resume builder, cover letter, auto apply. But I was just thinking about this, Alan, because I didn't hear the guy say at the start of the company, but I had just heard that the next steps for them is to create a product that will get rid of the spam applications. So this specific company will be on the other side, so applying, but then booting them down.
Yes,
which I could imagine would be a bigger business even.
Yeah, I kind of like that because everybody today bemoans the fact that when you put a resume in, you're one of thousands of resumes, and the filter doesn't even give you a chance to interview or to talk to anybody because it filters your resume out and says, not a great fit.
Yeah.
So this is like, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to send my resume to 10,000 companies.
Right. I mean,
Yep.
horrible, great and horrible, but just it's
Yep.
one of these
Both.
things where it's on the so just putting putting the business side hat on the support of the company. I mean, these things are going to be all over the place. This is one that's like, all right, there's always the applicant and then applying to a job at your company. Like it's something
Mhm.
that the team within HR or P&O, whatever the department's called in your organization, is going to need to fight back against or at least sift
Of
through.
course.
Um,
Yep.
and then there's going to need to be things created on like just continually with this whole AI of auto drafting, auto applying. There's going to need to be some
Yep.
barrier set up that companies are going to need to purchase if they don't want to
For
always
sure.
be inundated.
Well, this takes me right back to our episode, episode number 123. I don't remember the episode numbers. We don't ever link to them, but we did an episode on finding a job and getting a job. And the
Yeah.
best way to get a job is to have a great network, a robust network, so you can reach out to a place and say, "Hey, Jimmy, we worked together before. I'm looking for a role. Do you have anything open on your team? Or you have something open on your team? Can you do me a special and walk the resume? Hand deliver the resume to your people development HR team." And that's the best way to get a job. Otherwise, you're stuck in these bots.
Yeah, always was and will be even more important going forward. I
Yeah.
mean the network
Knowing
of just
people.
of just getting around this mess of these application websites. Like,
Yep.
yeah, you get filtered out one thing, but then to the extent they start doing this AI, everyone's going to start using some version of AI. It's going to make it even more difficult to apply to new roles.
For sure.
So yeah, so this is one, Alan. This is kind of like something to be ahead of in your organization uh, is all of this AI auto applications. All right. So for this one, Alan, what do you think about this? That some companies are going to need to start having the barriers to put in place to AI influx.
Yeah. I mean, or maybe the right answer is not barriers, it's better filters. So, if instead of 1,000 resumes, you're getting 10,000 resumes, the way I think about that is that could be better. You're getting more people. You have more shots on goal to try and find a good person. So you just have to build the better filter that says, take out these sorts of people, distill down these sorts of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I agree. I think that's right. So going back to now, we're going back in reverse. We went 1, 2, 3. Now we're going 3, 2, 1. So for the check this out, Alan, and whoever's watching here. So I actually had another one where it created multiple tabs and linked to tabs. But look at this. This is something that people would have spent 30 minutes, probably would have thought about it. So it just
Of
gave it the
course.
cost category, the top.
And it's attractive. It's got different colors. It's got headers. It's got I mean, it's well put together.
Like min, average, max at the bottom, like the lowest rate, average rate, highest rate.
Yes.
And I think I had one. Let me see this one here. One other one that I did. It didn't pop up, but I had this other one. It came through, and I guess it goes to the inconsistency sometimes, right? Of AI, or maybe it was just a better prompt, but it had multiple tabs, which I found to be pretty amazing.
Impressive. Yeah, it's hard to do.
Yeah, so there's multiple tabs linked. It was pretty cool. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here with with this shortcut.ai. And again,
That's right.
you can see, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say every podcast I listen to, every talk I hear about AI says what's left for the humans is prompting. So you think about that complexity of the stupid prompt we gave that Excel.
Yeah.
Complexity of it. If we'd been smarter, if you spent a little bit more time crafting a prompt, and maybe you could even use AI to make a prompt, a better prompt for you. That would, the shortcut AI would certainly give you a better answer.
Yeah, agreed. So let me see here. So now let's just go back to the to this here, Alan. I had to help me find a supplier in Houston, Texas.
Yes.
It went through, and I have the LinkedIn profiles now for.
Would you look at that?
All of these, right? So for STI Group,
so
it came
VP Sales,
6.
Presidente, Chief Operations, business development manager, business development, civil operations manager. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So like business development is probably the one you'd reach out to, right? You could always LinkedIn them. I have 2 for
I'm going to
Lexicon.
go try this right now, and I'm going to take the top 3 prospects on my list and say, okay, who are the decision makers in procurement?
Yeah. There you go. So I think this is going to be powerful in many ways. Again, this is all information that you have access to, right? You could probably do a version of this on Twitter if it mattered, or even any of the social media companies. I think that's something. I'm sure there's businesses there, and just information there that you can find out. But yeah, there's so much data on the internet that, to your point on prompting, if you know what you want and kind of where to go, then you can lead it that way. And if everything's like, the world is in a browser, right? So if you can use this with your different logins, then there's a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm going to jump on this right away. This is useful information. We promise to make procurement professionals more productive, and that's exactly what this is all about.
Yeah, I think that's Shortcut AI. So you get 5 requests for free daily, I think it is, just to run a prompt. So yeah, do you need much more? I don't know. Maybe eventually you do when you realize if it's very good or not. But yeah, I mean, some of them are pretty cool. So
yeah, and if you're like, well, what am I going to use it for? The first thing you should do is take some spreadsheet that you use with some regularity. I probably have, in terms of like spreadsheets and tabs, I probably have 15 different types of spreadsheets I use on a nearly daily basis. Just take the ugliest one of that set and prompt to create a new one and see what it looks like. I mean, that's, I wonder if you can even, can you upload a spreadsheet into it and say, make this prettier?
Yeah, it's an add-on. So just like some of the different like macro things, you have the little button at the top of the screen, top right. So yeah, you upload your, just open up the document that you want to use, and yeah, ask it to make it prettier, make this prettier.
Cool.
Or maybe a different use case, add a tab that does this, right? Things like that. Yeah, but it was pretty interesting. It had formulas in it. I wish I had the other one. I must have just closed out of it. But it was like, it had the name of the lowest bidder, had the all-in rate, things of that nature. So clearly I was more on point with the prompting, because it came through pretty awesome. There was like 3-4 tabs. So it was very cool.
That's impressive. Well, another banger of an episode, Tommy. On behalf of your humble hosts here at Rebuild Procurement Podcast, we are Tom Finn, the guy who puts Finn in finance, and your OG in procurement, Alan Veek, hoping you will make this a powerful and productive week in procurement. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Show me, and you won't hear the word rebuild.